looks like we're done right now with the red board. The new thing we're going to be using is this. This is a unit designed by Elliot Krimchansky. Sorry if I got that name wrong, Elliot. This is just amazing little thing. Very simple, actually, as well. So, just to demonstrate what this does, I'm going to start with the first objective, which I believe is just got a button there, black, white, red, okay, and then potentiometer. These are all VEX components, by the way. I believe that's supposed to go in there. Okay. Right, so let's lean that up a little bit so the camera can see it. It's got a little bit of glare there in the camera. Hold on. Let me just get this screwdriver over here so I can work the potentiometer. So that LCD screen is using Arduino to display output based on what I've got going on here. I can also take this. Just like that. And then now we're going to set this up with a little bit of motor control. The LCD screen tilted down. You can't really see it right now because that's not important right now. This is just a straight loop, no input required here. So what this is doing is turning 45, 0, 135, 180, and back to center. That's all in degrees, by the way. Didn't make that very clear. So it's waiting for 1 second between turning, and then I set it to wait for 2 seconds after the loop has fully run. We're back with the LCD display because we're going to be controlling the servo now using the potentiometer. I've got this screwdriver here just so I can run something through the potentiometer. See on top it's displaying the potentiometer value, which goes from 0 to, where was it, 1023. Servo angle is basically just the potentiometer value divided by 5.7. And now because that's an integer, it can't go all the way up to 180, but it also can go down to, hold on, there was 0 on there, I saw it, there it is. It can go down to 0. So now the camera is pretty good. You should be able to tell without a shaft that the servo is moving. A little bit harder to see than what we just had set up, but hopefully you can see that the LCD does say stationary. Now what we've done is we swapped out the servo motor for a DC motor. We're just going to push this button here. So now it is moving forward, stationary when nothing's pressed, in reverse when the reverse button is pressed. And of course, I've got it just going stationary when both buttons are pressed. Alright, we're not actually running a conveyor right now, but this is what a conveyor control would look like. You've got one button to run it, and let's say an emergency stop button. Then you go back over, you press the running button, and then you stop it. And all that is just using a very similar loop to the last one. This time, instead of forward and reverse, it's just one button to run it, one button to stop it, and that loop will continue checking just for this button. If it doesn't see this button going, it will stop it. Now it's checking for this button right now, doesn't see it, doesn't matter what this button is because it stops when this button is not pressed. Now when that is pressed, there is no command in that loop to stop it at any point until you do that. And that might not be a very good explanation of it, but really that's what it's doing. It's just checking for that. Now it's just going to keep running because it's not being told to do anything else, but now it is being told to do something else. And that's actually using an if and then an else if. So hopefully that makes enough sense.